Guess what? Warren Buffett just spilled the beans on his company's earnings and moves. Now, I've said this a bunch of times before, but it's worth repeating. We should really focus on what these big players are actually doing, not just what they're saying. They might chatter away about how everything's sunshine and rainbows in the economy, but if you peek at their actions, you'll get a crystal clear picture of their true sentiments. You see, actions speak louder than words, especially when they're putting their money where their mouth is. Oh! And let's not forget Elon Musk, he's also in the mix. He's been dropping some interesting hints that we'll dive into shortly, but let's circle back to Berkshire, the company that Buffett's in charge of. They recently unveiled their earnings, and guess what? They did it on a Saturday. Which is pretty telling in itself. And let me tell you, the results were bigger than I even anticipated. It's like Warren Buffett is waving a big red flag of fear, and would be wise to sit up and take notice. So, here's the deal. Us, regular folks, need to wake up and pay attention. There's some serious insight to be gleaned here, and it could mean big bucks for us. I'm talking about riding the downward wave with some savvy moves, and then riding it right back up for even more gains. So, hang around, because I've got some intriguing stuff coming your way that you're gonna want to hear.
Big shout out to Seeking Alpha for sponsoring our video and its analytics. Make sure to get your 14-day free trial of Seeking Alpha Premium via the link in the description. You can only get the 14-day trial through the link below, so make sure to check them out, guys. Also, if you guys sign up, the commission will help us stay alive, the channel that is. Alright, let's get back to it.
Alright, so here's the scoop for today. Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway just dropped some earnings news. Now, let's break it down in simple terms. Buffett's been doing some heavy selling of stocks, like a lot. He's unloading them left and right, and you know what that means. It's like he's giving us a little wink that something's up. I mean, come on, where do you think he's putting all that money? It's not just sitting there in cash. No sir. He's getting cozy with treasuries, those government bonds that pay around 5 to 6%. He's being strategic and cashing in while the going's good. And guess what? We should be paying attention to this move, because history tells us something important. Let's talk numbers for a sec. Berkshire Hathaway, that's Buffett's company, ended the second quarter with a whopping cash pile of $147 billion. Now, that's a serious leap from last quarter's $130 billion. He's not messing around, folks. Back in Q4 of last year, it was even lower at $128 billion. So, what's the deal? Why the shift to treasuries? Well, those bonds are giving him a nice juicy return, and he's seizing the opportunity while interest rates are in his favor. He's not afraid to make some serious bank for all those Berkshire Hathaway holders out there. So, what's the deal with all this moving and shaking? Well, it seems like Mr. Buffett is playing it smart. Elon Musk investments. Elon Musk, the visionary entrepreneur and CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, has made a number of notable investments throughout his career. One of his most prominent investments is in Neuralink, a company focused on developing brain-machine interface technology. Musk believes that this technology has the potential to greatly enhance human capabilities and revolutionize the way we interact with computers. Additionally, Musk has also invested in SolarCity, now part of Tesla, a solar energy services company aimed at accelerating the transition to sustainable energy. Through these investments, Musk has shown his commitment to advancing technologies that have the potential to reshape various industries. Furthermore, his involvement in SpaceX, a private aerospace manufacturer and space transportation company, demonstrates his dedication to pushing the boundaries of space exploration and making humanity an interplanetary species. Overall, Musk's diverse investments showcase his visionary mindset and his desire to create a better future for all.
What you're talking about is a cash balance that the Treasury has available to spend. Normally, they like to keep about $500 billion in the Treasury account at the Fed because they don't know on a day-to-day basis how much they're going to need. So they try to keep an average balance of about 500, and now we're down to 38.8. Next week, we should have more. I think it adds up to about $150 billion or so worth of expenses that the Treasury has to pay. They will get some tax money in as well, so it won't be the total $150 billion in a hole, but it definitely puts that X date that Janet Yellen put of next Thursday into perspective. They're definitely running out of money now.
What happens now? I mean, they obviously don't want to miss an interest payment or a principal either. Can they stop paying, say, federal employees' salaries? Can they stop paying Social Security?
As for US Treasuries, how they work and their role in the economy, they are a form of government debt issued by the United States Department of the Treasury. When the government needs to borrow money to fund its operations or cover budget deficits, it issues Treasury securities to investors who purchase them. These securities come in various forms such as Treasury bills, notes, and bonds, with different maturities and interest rates. They are considered safe investments because they are backed by the full faith and credit of the US government. US Treasuries play a crucial role in the economy as they provide a low-risk investment option for individuals, businesses, and foreign governments, while also serving as a benchmark for interest rates and influencing borrowing costs across various sectors. For example, an individual looking to invest their savings might choose to purchase a Treasury bond with a 10-year maturity period and a fixed interest rate. This investment provides a steady income stream over the 10-year period and is considered safe due to the backing of the US government. Additionally, the interest rates on Treasury bonds influence mortgage rates, making them an important factor for someone considering buying a home or refinancing their existing mortgage. He's looking at the wild rollercoaster ride that the stock market has been on lately, and he's saying, you know what? Let's be cautious here. He's cashing in some of his stocks, those that he thought were great for the long term. And he's parking his money in these trusty treasuries. It's like a safety net, just in case the market decides to do a nosedive. But wait, there's more. Elon Musk, the tech titan himself, also chimed in on this treasure hunt. He came out and said, hey guys, Treasury bills are a no-brainer. And guess what? He's absolutely right. These Treasury bills are like a secret weapon against risk. You put your money in, and you're guaranteed to get around 5 to 5.5% back. No matter what happens in the market, you're not losing a dime. Here's the thing, we're not saying Warren Buffett has gone all in on Treasuries. Nope, he's still doing his thing with his investment portfolio, which is like his collection of different stocks. But he's definitely giving us a little wink by moving a good chunk of his cash into these bonds. And you know what? We can learn from these money maestros. They're showing us that even in a wild market, you can make smart moves. Now, I'm not saying you should toss all your stocks out the window. Nope, not at all. But it's about finding that balance, maybe adding a sprinkle of these reliable Treasury bonds to your mix. And hey, if you're wondering where to start, there are a couple of tickers you can check out, TBIL and BIL. These guys are like your ticket to that steady monthly income. See, they don't jump around like crazy, they just quietly deliver that nice 5% payout. And as we look ahead, the signs are pointing to some rough waters in the market. The end of the year might bring some bumpy rides, so let's be prepared. Take a page out of the pro's playbook, keep learning, and remember, you're the captain of your financial ship. Stay curious, stay smart, and let's go out there and make some cash.